Part 3. Okay, we exchanged phone numbers. I get numbers. I get text messages and pictures, and he gives me an estimate of $2,800. I guess that was the first red flag, right? That's like $2,800 to remodel my whole bathroom. I already had the tile, and I had the bathtub, and I was gonna buy the shower part and all that, and so I thought that was really, a good price. So it was gonna demo the whole bathroom, put in a new bathroom. Okay, so that happens. I meet him. He gets dropped off by someone. His mother dropped him off. You remember he's staying with his mother? And so he is with his mother, dropping him off. He comes out, he has Bang in his hand. And I'm remembering Bang because Bang, everybody's like doing a TikTok voiceover about Bang because this is a new drink that everybody's so excited about because it's keto. And he's telling me, I'm on a keto diet. Yeah, he's on a keto diet. I wish I can tell you all the juicy stuff up front, but then you won't be able to understand how I got myself into this situation. So we'll talk about the Bang later on. So he's looking at my bathroom, and we're talking about it. We just talking about life, talking about my goals. We're bored, we're home. We're like all been in COVID. It's not like we get to see a lot of people unless I'm out showing a house or something. Like, we're not doing the things we used to do. And I used to go out a lot. And I know that lately people see me now and I don't go out as much. But when you understand the story, you'll know what happened. Okay, so we meet, we're talking about life. He's talking about how, he's got all these jobs and how successful he is, and being motivational to me because I'm a motivational person. I've always been a kind of motivational person. And so he's reciprocating my personality, right? And so we got this good flow of conversation going. And he leaves. And then I hire him. And he comes back. He demos the bathroom. The bathroom, that part goes pretty well. It took him like 3 days. One thing that discouraged me a little bit about that is that he didn't clean his mess. And to me, a professional, when they're doing a job on a house, they do that part of their job that day, and when they're about to leave, they clean up their mess. Even if there's stuff that they're gonna need the next day, they still put it away in a certain area so the area's clean. And I didn't like that. So I consistently got after him for this specific thing. Probably another red flag. But anyways, the demo went well, so I was happy. But then time kept on passing, like 2 weeks. And I'm like, he's here every day. And we're talking and stuff, but I'm like, but he's in the bathroom, but nothing's changing. And I'm already kind of intertwined into like a conversation, kind of relationship conversation with him. And this is the time that me and him become intimate for the first time. It really wasn't the best experience, but it got a lot better after that. And I can tell you that crazy people are crazy in bed. And that's probably one reasons that I stayed, because he's not someone that I would ever date. He's not good looking. He wasn't my type. I don't know, but anyways, intimacy happened. And we have this person that's constantly dropping him off outside. That's his mother, and picking him up. But it's so far away that he starts complaining and saying, it's getting late. I have to drive all the way out of town with my mom, and it's hard for me to get in the morning here, and all that, complaining about his truck and all that. And I was like, well, how much does it cost to just get your truck fixed? Let's get your truck fixed. Let's get it done. It's gonna cost like $680. First time I gave him money before he even deserved it. I gave him $680 to get his truck fixed, and he got it fixed. And at that same time, this guy's communicating a little bit with my 14-year-old son. At that time, my son's 18 now. So they're establishing some kind of talk there too. And you gotta understand, remember, this guy has been studying me online, so he knows a little bit about me. And so we become intimate, but I specifically told him, this is a friends with benefit type of relationship. I am not looking for a relationship This is not what I want. I'm working on myself still because I had a depression before that, and I just started to feel great that things were just going good for me, and I just didn't want to be in a relationship. So I specifically told him, and I was still going out every once in a while with my girlfriends. I went to like a boat party and some other parties, and he wasn't going with me because this wasn't a thing. This is specifically not a thing. I did not want a relationship with him. So he started getting close a little bit to my son. And then they had a conversation that I wasn't involved in. He asked my son, what would you think if I was to date your mom? Would you give me permission to be your mom's boyfriend? And do you know what that made a 14-year-old feel like? Amazing. He's like, wow, this guy respects me. He's actually asking me for permission to date my mom. My son has always been jealous. If you've seen my Facebook posts over the years, you would know it was very difficult for me to date because my son was very jealous and he wasn't just gonna let me talk to anyone. So I didn't date a lot. This man, behind my back, asked my son for permission to date me. And my son said yes, because he felt like, wow, this guy is giving me that respect. That was a red flag. I was very upset. I was very hurt and upset, but I stayed. And what he started doing more often is complaining to my son, because he's developing this relationship with my son, about how far he lived because he was staying with his mom. So my son started asking me, Mom, can he at least stay upstairs in the extra room? I feel bad for him, having to travel so far, and he's still working in the bathroom. Can he stay upstairs in the extra room? And I let him. And this is where I'm starting to feel a little pressure on me, like I'm going into a direction that I don't want to be going, that I don't want this to be happening to me. I do not want a relationship, but I feel like slowly I'm moving into what is looking like a relationship that I don't want. But I'm starting to feel bad for this person because he's got this beat up truck and he's driving very far and having to come back to my house and work on my bathroom. He's barely getting anything done. And I can't tell you that I'm not half to blame, because we're happily both making TikToks and just enjoying life. I made a ton of TikToks during the time my bathroom was being remodeled. It's just, I wanted to feel that companionship, but I didn't want to be in a relationship. And I guess he was just thriving on the little bit of threads that I was giving him, and he was little by little positioning himself into my life. And pretty soon he was here almost every day. And it got worse. It didn't get better. And we'll talk about that tomorrow.